Good morning, children. Today we shall start a new chapter from politics, Panchayati Raj system. And see, this chapter is very important. You will be having the elongated section of this chapter up to your 10th standard. So understand it thoroughly. Now, before what is Panchayati Raj system? See, Panchayati Raj system means it's an important form or an important system of local government. So, before moving on to Panchayati Raj, before understanding what is Panchayati Raj system, we shall understand what is a local government and what is the need for local government. So, what is a local government? See, local government is actually an institution which is constituted to look into the local problems. See, whatever small problems arise in your locality, it can be called as local problems. And see, in order to look into these local problems, we have an institution which you call as the local government. And this local government, it is this local government that provides you all the basic amenities to the people that is being needed to the people living either in a village or in a town or in a city. So, what is local government? Local government, it's an institution which is constituted to look into the local problems, and it is this local government which looks into or which provides the basic amenities to the people. Basic amenities means basic necessities of the local people living in either a village, a town or in a city. And this local government has its own importance. It is very important. Local government is very important because we as people living in a local area, we are the people who know our local problems more. So, if we have a local government, it is very easy for us to solve our local problems. Otherwise, we will have to depend upon the central government or to the state government, which takes a longer period of time for the solution of problems. So, local government is very important. And see, work can be done very quickly and at a cheaper rate also. It is very faster. Your solution or problems to your solutions to your problems can be easily got when you depend upon a local government. Now, people participating together in a local government, it develops a spirit of cooperation among the people or a spirit of unity among the people, identity among the people themselves. Now, here in this local government, they are getting a training as well as an experience as to how they can perform in the further administration of a country. Now, it is also burdening or lightening the burden of the central government as well as the state government, because prior to the introduction of a local government, people used to depend for solution of their problems. People used to depend upon the central government and state government. So, when power began to be divided between central, state and local government, people could easily find solutions depending upon the local government. It was very easier for them, it was very cheaper for them, it was very quicker for them to find solutions when they depend upon this local government. And see, local people could solve it very easily also. It was very easy for them to solve their local problems. So, this is the importance, or this is why you call this local government as very important. And this local government is together you call as the Panchayati Raj system. That means power is being taken from the central government, state government and the local government and divided between and shared between the local government. So, such a form you call it as decentralization of power, and this local or this new form of government was called as the local government. Now, what is a panchayat? You have often heard what a panchayat is. What is a panchayat? So, literally speaking, this is a term that you often hear. So, literally speaking, panchayat means it comprises or it is understood as a committee of 5 members. And in ancient India and also each and every village used to have 5 elected members, or they used to have a council of 5 elected representatives, and these 5 members, they looked after into the affairs of the village, or they used to solve the problems related to the villages also. They used to settle disputes, they dispense justice in small crimes that is being done. But now, this is not the importance of a panchayat. Now, panchayat is being constituted according to an act that was passed in the parliament in the year 1992. accordingly to an act that is being passed by the government in the year 1992, new panchayat or new laws related to panchayat came into being, and this the Constitution Amendment Act, it provides for the establishment of panchayat in all the states. That means all the states will be having a panchayat, and except, so there are some exceptions for certain specific areas where there is no panchayat, and the number of members of the panchayats may be varying from state to state. And see, the adequate representation is also given to women representatives. Now, what is actually a Panchayati Raj system, or what actually constitutes a Panchayati Raj system? Actually, Panchayati Raj system is a three-tier system. You call it as a three-tier system. THREETIER. It is a three-tier system where at the apex body you have the Jilla Parishad, then you have the Block Samiti, and finally you have the village panchayat. So that means at the grassroots level you have the panchayat, that is the village panchayat. Then in the block level or the second layer you have the block samiti, and in the apex or in the district level you have the Jilla Parishad. So this is the three-tier system that you call as the Panchayati Raj system. Panchayati Raj system means it is a three-tier system having three bodies: Jilla Parishad, Block Samiti, and the village panchayat. So these three institutions, they will be working together to look after into the needs and problems of the people, and they will be finding solutions to the problems of the people living in rural areas. So this three-tier system together, that is the three-tier system, I mean Jilla Parishad, Block Samiti, and the village panchayat, together you call as Panchayati Raj system. Next is organization of village panchayat. So almost all the big villages in India have a Grama Sabha. They have a Grama Panchayat as well as a Nyaya Panchayat. So today you will, now again you will learn what is a Grama Sabha. See, Grama Sabha constitutes all the adult men and women of a village who have attained the age of 18. And see, these are actually the members of a Grama Sabha. And the area of Grama Sabha includes an entire village. Now, it's the most important body. Grama Sabha is the most important body of the Panchayati Raj system. We learned Panchayati Raj system as a three-tier system comprising of a village panchayat, then a block samiti, and a Jilla Parishad at the apex. So, one of the important or the most important body of the Panchayati Raj system is the Grama Sabha, which comprises of all the adult men and women in the village. Now, you can also call it as a general body of the villagers. Villages, not villages, villagers. It's a general body of the villagers or the group of people who live in a village. Now, it is this Grama Sabha. The important function of the Grama Sabha is that it is responsible for planning out all the strategies mainly for the development of villages. So, whatever developmental projects they are going to start up in a village, all these are being planned out in the Grama Sabha. It is discussed in the Grama Sabha. That is why you call it is responsible for planning out all the strategies that is put forward for the development of the villages. Now, it is important that all the members should attend, or all the members should attend the meeting of the Grama Sabha, because it is the only way that the people or the villagers get an opportunity to participate in the proceedings of the various plans that are put forward in the Grama Sabha. Now, it is compulsory or it is important that all the members have to attend or whatever the meetings are there in the Grama Sabha, and it will be these meetings will be held periodically, and the members, they represent different areas. The members of the Grama Sabha will be the members coming out from the different areas, and therefore it is very important for them to put out their local problems. So each and every member coming out from the different areas can sort out various problems related to the villages, and not only the problems but also the developmental programs also they can put forward in the meetings that is being held in the Grama Sabha. Now, what are the functions of Grama Sabha? Now, Grama Sabha always keeps a control of the Grama Panchayat. The next level, you know what is Grama Panchayat, you will be learning it afterwards. So, it keeps an eye. Grama Sabha always keeps an eye, or it keeps control on the Grama Panchayat. Now, it is the Grama Sabha that makes the Grama Panchayat to play its role and be responsible, because there is always an eye of the members of the Grama Sabha on the Grama Panchayat. It makes the Grama Panchayat responsible, or it makes it a responsible body. Now, it is a place where all the plans and work of the Grama Panchayat are placed before the people. All the works are being done by the Grama Panchayat, but it is put forward, or meetings are being held, it is put forward and discussed in the Grama Sabha by or among all the adult members. That means adult members, it includes all men and women of the villages from different areas. Now, it also, the Grama Sabha also prevents the Grama Panchayat from doing wrong things or illegal things. Whatever they point out, they will be pointing out if they move on to do any wrong things. And on the elected representative, Grama Panchayat means it's a body of elected representatives. So, this Grama Sabha also will be keeping an eye over the elected representatives, so that these elected representatives may become responsible. They may be becoming responsible persons as they are elected. Now, these are the functions of a Grama Sabha. So, Grama Panchayat you will be learning in the next class. Hope you understood. Thank you.